Hi friends, Sam here with Happily Hook. So I've had a bunch of you all ask me how to teach younger kids how to crochet. Because like holding the hook is really confusing and holding the yarn is really confusing, and little ones want to help. They're playing with our yarn and they're finding our hooks and they're pretending and just stabbing the balls of yarn. But to be able to show them how to do it, I have a little trick for that. So I was taught how to crochet by using my fingers. So I'm going to show you how to do finger crocheting and how to teach a little one how to do it. I've taught my oldest when she was 7, I taught her how to do it this way. I've taught my tiny one, she just turned 7, she knows how to do it this way. My son just thinks the yarn is fun, so he just plays with it. He really doesn't care about the crocheting part of it, he just wants mom to make as many toys as he possibly can have. So some kids won't want to do this, some won't care to do this, but if you have a little one that is interested in making things, this is probably going to be one of the easiest ways to do it. So I'm going to grab my yarn only, no hooks this time, and show you guys how to at least start them on the journey of crochet. Hi friends, real quick, when you click the link below to join Happily Hooked magazine, not only do you get to join the happiest place on earth for crocheters, you're also going to get these amazing hooks and this amazing project bag that I use every single day. So click the link below and subscribe today, and I'll see you in the community. Bye! Alright, so like I said, today I'm going to be showing you guys just a couple little tips and tricks on how to help little ones learn how to crochet that are showing some interest. So we're just going to use some woolies, thick and quick. This is in the color Fisherman. I recommend using a bulkier yarn just because it'll be easier for their tiny hands to work with it. But if they are flying through this, you could always drop it down to a worsted weight and that would be fine too. And I'll show you kind of what it looks like with both. So you're probably going to have to start them with their slip knot to begin with. They might be able to figure it out. What I like to do with little ones is I'll show them to take their yarn and loop it over top and then put their fingers in between and pinch on that yarn. And then you grab the ends and pull them together. It's still a little tricky, especially if you're working with like 5, 6-year-olds. They might not get that, and that's okay. You can do it for them, at least to start them off. So the first thing that I recommend them doing, and this is what I was taught how to do, is you put your slip knot on your finger and you just start making a chain. So you'll have them wrap their yarn over their finger and pull off that loop, and then wrap their yarn over the finger and pull off that loop. And they'll just keep doing this. I mean, if you have a skein of yarn they can make a whole chain with, let them go. They'll have a blast with it, and they feel really accomplished because they're making something. Just a little chain to start them out. It's nice and simple. It's really fast with a bulky yarn, so that instant gratification is there for them. They don't have to hold their yarn any fancy way because their finger does it for them. And you just keep making a chain. It's nice and simple. They don't even have to hold on to it if they don't want to. They can just hold their finger out and make those loops. Obviously their tension won't be perfect, it's okay. Just let them make. Because that's going to be the biggest thing for them, is to learn and not have to worry about, oh, you're doing it wrong. Because most kids will stop. Most kids won't understand and they'll get frustrated and then they won't show an interest. So you just want to make sure that you're praising where you can. Obviously don't lie to them, but help them. So once they make their chain, see how it's nice and loopy and it's not perfect and the tension is off, that's okay. They made that. They did that. So then you can show them how to do a single crochet with your finger. So we have all of our loops, and then we're just going to go into that second chain like you normally would with a crochet hook with your finger and yarn over and pull that one loop off, and then we yarn over and we pull 2 loops off. And then we go into the next stitch and yarn over and pull a loop off, and then yarn over and pull 2 loops off. So it's the same as with your crochet hook, but little ones are easier, or they're able to do this easier because it's just their fingers. So they don't have a whole nother thing to hang on to where they get worried that they're putting it in the wrong spot, or they don't understand where it's supposed to go, or even having that dexterity to be able to hold another object while they're doing this. They don't have to. They can just use their little hands. And obviously, depending on how small their hands are, you might want to start them on a worsted weight. If they've got little tiny hands and this yarn is just too big for them, that's okay. Grab a worsted weight and show them the same exact steps, and it'll go just as well, depending on how tiny their hands are. My oldest, I started with a bulky weight. She liked that better. My little one, they started with a worsted weight because they had tiny hands, and now they all just use whatever they want. My oldest can use a crochet hook now. She doesn't have to do it on her fingers anymore. But my tiny one, she still likes to use her finger. She thinks it's more fun that way. And then once they've done this a while, they'll get into a habit and they'll be able to figure it out, and then they can make their own scarf, or they can make their own necklace, or whatever they want. And they can just work in back and forth rows until they get really good with their hands, and then eventually you can introduce them to a crochet hook. But this is just a fun little project to work on with little ones that have an interest. Like I said, I recommend just doing chains. We called them snakes for as long as they want. They don't ever have to switch over to go into back and forth rows. My oldest just got frustrated because she wanted to make something more than a big snake. So I showed her how to go back and forth. But it's nice and easy. It's gentle on their hands. And like I said, it's not going to look perfect, but it is going to be theirs, and they get to do that, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, so those are the little tricks that I have for helping teach little ones how to crochet with their fingers. If you've taught little ones how to crochet with their fingers and you have any tips, leave those in the comments below. But yeah, I hope this helps. I hope this at least gets 1 or 2 little ones to start their crochet adventure. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!